Welcome back to Grammar Grade 10. This is Unit 11, Lesson 88, and today we're shortening things. Abbreviations are everywhere, on envelopes, on street signs, in lab reports, on the news. Some take periods, some don't, and some should never show up in your writing at all. By the end of this lesson, you'll know which is which, and more importantly, you'll know when to use one and when to leave it alone. Let's get into it. Let's start with the simple part. An abbreviation is a shortened form of a word or a phrase. Doctor becomes DR with a period. Avenue becomes AVE with a period. A long mouthful like National Aeronautics and Space Administration collapses into 4 letters, NASA. That much is easy. What actually trips writers up is not how to shorten a word, it's when you are allowed to. So we'll learn the forms first, and then we'll learn the one rule that governs every last one of them. Here's the first family, abbreviations that are said letter by letter, or read straight out as a single word. FBI, NASA, the UN, NATO. Look at what they all share, capital letters and no periods anywhere. The same goes for the shorthand on a speedometer or an engine gauge, MPH, RPM. Now, you may have seen an older book print F period, B period, I period, and that was once standard, but modern usage has dropped the periods, and you should drop them too. There are 2 stubborn holdouts worth memorizing. US and Washington, D.C. still keep theirs. Next up, personal titles. When a title sits right beside a person's name, we abbreviate it, and it keeps its period. MR period, MRS period, MS period, DR period, and after a name, JR period and SR period. Academic degrees work the other direction. They follow the name, set off by a comma. Sylvia Chang, PhD. Now here comes the trap, and it's a common one. Do not double up. Writing Dr. Sylvia Chang, MD, tells your reader the same fact twice. The DR in front and the MD behind carry identical information. Pick one or the other, and never both. Now times and dates. With a clock time, use AM for the morning hours and PM for the afternoon and evening. 7:30 a.m., 6:15 p.m. Both of those keep their periods, but use them only with a real number attached. Never write, "I'll see you this p.m." in an ordinary sentence. Historical dates behave the same way. 44 BC, AD 1066. And notice the order there because it surprises people. BC follows the year, but AD traditionally comes before it. One last piece of housekeeping. If an abbreviation lands at the end of a sentence, its period does double duty. You write, "We ate at 6 p.m." 1 period, not 2. Addresses come next. Street words like street, avenue, and boulevard get shortened inside an address. 412 Rosewood Boulevard, 88 Kingsley Avenue. That's perfectly fine on an address line where space is tight. And when you're addressing mail, the state gets a postal code, 2 capital letters, no periods. Cleveland, OH, 44113. CA for California, TN for Tennessee. But hear me clearly on this. Those postal codes belong on envelopes only. If you're writing a sentence, you spell it out. She grew up on Rosewood Boulevard in Cleveland, Ohio. Every word in full. Units of measure have a habit of their own. In technical or scientific writing, when a unit stands next to a numeral, you may abbreviate it. 12 in for inches, 6 feet for feet, 40 pounds for pounds, 2 QT for quarts. Those traditional units take a period. The metric ones do not. cms, kilograms, milliliters, and m stand there with no period at all. And notice something handy. These forms don't change for the plural. It's 40 pounds, never 40 lbs. But in ordinary prose, a story, an essay, a letter home, you write the words out. 40 pounds, 6 feet. Save the short forms for the lab report. Now for the rule that matters most, the one that outranks every form we've just seen. In ordinary running prose, spell it out. Look at this first sentence. We met Tuesday a.m. on Elm Street in November. Every one of those shortcuts is a genuine abbreviation, and yet the sentence reads like a telegram. It's crowded, it's cold, and it makes your reader do the unpacking for you. Now the same idea, written the way a sentence should be written. We met Tuesday morning on Elm Street in November. Smooth, clear, human. So where do abbreviations actually belong? In charts, in tables, on envelopes and address lines, in footnotes, and in technical writing. Places where space is tight and speed is the whole point, not in the middle of your sentences. Let's fold all of that into a check you can run in about a second. Question 1. Am I writing running prose, a sentence in an essay, a story, a letter? If the answer is yes, spell the word out and stop worrying. Question 2. Is this thing said letter by letter or read as an acronym like FBI or NASA? Then it's all capitals and no periods. Question 3. Is it a personal title, a clock time, an address line, or a unit in technical writing? Those keep their periods. And one honest word of advice. Usage shifts over the years, so when you're in doubt about a period, check a dictionary. That's the shortcut that never lets you down. Ready to practice? In this first set, I'll show you 2 ways of writing the same abbreviation, and you pick the correct one. Pause the video and choose before I reveal each answer. Which one is right? F period, B period, I period, or plain FBI? This name is pronounced letter by letter, and modern usage strips those periods right out. So the answer is FBI, capital letters with no periods at all. Dr. Ramos will see you now. Should that title be DR with a period, or DR in capitals with none? It is a personal title standing right beside a name, and titles like that keep their period. The answer is DR period. The cable is 6 blank long, and this is a lab report, a technical document, with a numeral right there. Do we write FT with a period, or FT in capitals? Traditional units of measure take a lowercase abbreviation with a period on the end. So the answer is FT period. Now the judgment calls. For each item, look at where the writing lives, a sentence or an envelope, and decide whether the abbreviation belongs there. Pause and try each one before I answer. We drove down Maple Ave to the county fair. Is that fine as written, or does it need to change? Look at where it lives. This is running prose, an ordinary sentence, not an address line on an envelope. So we spell it out, Maple Avenue. Here's a line from an envelope, Toledo OH 43604. Fine as written, or should Ohio be spelled out in full? Look at where it lives. This is the address on a piece of mail, and that is precisely where the 2-letter postal code belongs. This one is fine as written. Dr. Amara Osei, MD, spoke first. Look closely at that. The DR in front and the MD behind mean exactly the same thing. That's doubling up, and we never do it. So we drop one and write Dr. Amara Osei. Let's gather it all up. Abbreviations that are read letter by letter or spoken as a single word take capital letters and no periods. FBI, NASA, MPH. Titles beside a name, clock times, address lines, and units in technical writing keep their periods. DR period, P period, M period, AVU period, LB period. And here is the rule that outranks the rest. In ordinary prose, spell it out. Abbreviations belong in charts, in tables, on envelopes, in footnotes, and in technical writing, not in the middle of a sentence. And whenever you're unsure about a period, open a dictionary, because usage keeps shifting. That's lesson 88 of Grammar Grade 10. I'll see you in the next one.